Tesla has long been seen as the symbol of innovation, the company poised to lead us into a high-tech future. But the landscape is shifting fast, and Tesla's dominance is no longer guaranteed. As the electric vehicle market evolves, questions are emerging about whether Tesla can maintain its edge, especially with its high-end pricing. Once the uncontested leader, Tesla set the standard with premium vehicles that left competitors in the dust. But now, Toyota has upended that entire playbook with the release of an electric SUV that's so affordable, it makes Tesla's price tag seem excessive. The big question is, how did Toyota manage to make such a bold move? And more importantly, can Tesla even mount an effective response? Or is Elon Musk confronting a challenge he can't simply innovate his way out of? What Toyota has done isn't just impressive, it's potentially transformative for the entire auto industry. Their new electric SUV isn't some low-cost compromise. It's a high-performance, full-size vehicle that delivers where it counts, all at a price few thought possible. This isn't just competition, it's a direct hit to Tesla's once unshakable position. Let's talk about the range. When people hear that the price is just $13,000, the immediate assumption is that the vehicle must barely be able to get across town without needing a recharge. But Toyota's engineers knew that range anxiety was the biggest obstacle to widespread electric vehicle adoption, so they equipped their new SUV with a battery capable of delivering up to 250 miles on a single charge, matching, and in some cases, even surpassing, the real-world performance of Tesla's entry-level vehicles. The key to this achievement lies in Toyota's decision to use lithium iron phosphate battery technology. While Tesla and other EV manufacturers have been chasing more expensive, high-density lithium-ion batteries, Toyota took a different path. Lithium iron phosphate batteries are more affordable, longer-lasting, and safer. Although they don't offer the highest energy density on paper, Toyota's design team focused on maximizing efficiency, squeezing out every mile possible. The result? Lower production costs without compromising range, a balance Tesla has struggled to strike. But this isn't just about technical specs. In everyday driving, Toyota's electric SUV holds its own against Tesla. It goes from 0 to 60 in under 8 seconds. Not lightning fast, but more than enough for typical drivers. The ride is smooth, balanced, and predictable, delivering the kind of comfort and practicality Toyota is known for. This vehicle wasn't built to win drag races. It was designed to fit seamlessly into the lives of everyday drivers. And here's where it really counts. Toyota's battery technology doesn't just match Tesla, it quietly beats it in a crucial area. Lithium iron phosphate batteries degrade much more slowly than lithium-ion ones, meaning the range and reliability will last longer over the years. That's a hidden advantage many consumers overlook, but it could be a game-changer in the long run. But this is just the beginning of how Toyota is reshaping expectations. While the vehicle's performance is certainly impressive, it's what Toyota has done with the interior that might leave you wondering why anyone ever paid luxury prices for an electric car. Most budget-friendly EVs tend to feel like Molo, plastic shells, uninspired cabins with basic materials, clunky interfaces, and just enough features to get the job done. It's the trade-off people have come to accept. If you want affordability, you sacrifice interior quality. But Toyota has completely turned that idea upside down. The cabin in their new electric SUV isn't just a pleasant surprise, it's a statement. And suddenly, Tesla's once iconic minimalist interiors look seriously overpriced by comparison. Picture stepping into a vehicle that costs less than one-third of a Tesla Model Y, yet greets you with a stunning 14-inch touchscreen. That wouldn't feel out of place in a luxury sedan. This isn't some small tacked-on display. It's a wide, high-definition centerpiece that anchors the dashboard and delivers an experience that feels polished and premium. The interface is smooth, responsive, and thoughtfully laid out, offering seamless access to everything from navigation and climate control to real-time vehicle diagnostics. It also comes with full wireless support for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The whole system is intuitive, beautifully integrated, and built for convenience. It's the kind of in-car tech experience you'd expect in a $50,000 vehicle, yet Toyota delivers it at a fraction of that cost. Right behind the steering wheel is another unexpected feature: a full 8-inch digital driver display. At this price point, Most manufacturers either skip this entirely or include a basic screen with clunky graphics and limited functionality. But Toyota didn't take the easy way out. This display offers real-time information like battery levels, speed, and navigation prompts, creating a driving experience that feels both modern and intuitive. It's a cockpit that strikes a balance. High-tech, but not overwhelming, stylish, yet still user-friendly. And that's just scratching the surface. Toyota has clearly invested serious effort into the cabin's build quality. Instead of the harsh plastics and cheap finishes often found in entry-level EVs, the interior here is soft touch, thoughtfully assembled, and truly comfortable. Every material feels like it was chosen with intention. The dashboard is clean and symmetrical. Buttons are tactile and responsive, and the overall look leans more toward Lexus than budget EV. It's not just a place to sit. It's a space that invites you to stay. Compared to Tesla's stark, ultra-minimalist interior, this cabin feels warm, welcoming, and refined. Comfort is another area where Toyota breaks away from expectations. Unlike the tight quarters typical of lower-cost electric vehicles, this SUV offers real room to stretch out. Both front and rear passengers enjoy generous legroom and headroom, contributing to a spacious, premium atmosphere. And while rear seat comfort is often an afterthought, Toyota includes dedicated air vents, something Tesla skips even on some of its more expensive models. Add in practical touches like a foldable center armrest, wireless phone charging, and multiple USB ports, and the experience feels built around real, everyday life. But perhaps the most surprising feature inside the cabin is the 32-color ambient lighting system. Let that sink in. A vehicle costing less than a third of a Tesla Model Y offers customizable interior lighting, a feature usually reserved for premium German luxury cars. Drivers can tailor the cabin's atmosphere to fit their mood, their music, or even the time of day, shifting from calming blue hues to bold, energizing reds. It's the kind of touch that elevates the entire driving experience, proving that affordability doesn't have to mean sacrificing style or sophistication. And while tech and comfort are important, they mean little without safety, something Toyota clearly took seriously. This electric SUV comes standard with an impressive suite of advanced driver assistance systems. Features like adaptive cruise, control, automatic emergency braking, lane keeping assist, and blind spot monitoring aren't hidden behind expensive upgrade packages. They come included. For years, Tesla's driver assist technology has been one of its biggest selling points. But with Toyota now offering similar capabilities at a fraction of the cost, that competitive edge is starting to blur. All of this leads to a powerful truth about Toyota's interior. It delivers luxury, technology, comfort, and safety, not by inflating the price, but by reimagining what's possible within a budget. Where Tesla once made affordable cars feel futuristic, Toyota is now making futuristic cars truly affordable. And it doesn't stop there. Toyota also made a bold design decision that may redefine the EV market. While Tesla focused on compact crossovers and sleek sedans, Toyota went big, literally. Instead of sticking to safe, middle-of-the-road designs, they launched a full-size electric SUV that stands out in both presence and purpose. This wasn't a blend-into-traffic kind of vehicle. It was built to make a statement, and by doing so, Toyota seized control of a segment Tesla never fully captured: the affordable, full-size electric SUV market. Just one look at Toyota's new EV is enough to see their intent. It doesn't try to shrink itself down or hide its bold dimensions. It embraces its size and commands the road with a design that's unapologetically confident. It embraces the sport utility vehicle form with bold lines, broad shoulders, and a confident stance that makes you feel like you're driving something with real purpose. In fact, its dimensions are strikingly similar to the Toyota RAV4, one of the best-selling SUVs globally, and that's no coincidence. Toyota designed this EV to capture the RAV4's practicality and road presence, but with a modern, electric edge. It's tall, spacious, and styled with an intentional mix of ruggedness and refinement. While Tesla's Model Y often feels like a blend of hatchback and crossover, Toyota's new model leaves no doubt. It's a true SUV through and through, and that distinction matters more than many people realize. SUVs dominate the global auto market, with over 45% of all vehicle sales worldwide coming from this segment. Consumers aren't just drawn to their looks, they value the higher ride height, improved cargo space, and sense of safety that SUVs provide. Tesla's decision not to produce an affordable, full-size electric SUV has left a significant gap in the market, and Toyota has moved in with precision. But the advantage isn't just about size, it's also about presence. Toyota's electric SUV features a striking futuristic design that avoids the exaggerated sci-fi look some EVs fall into. The front end is clean and modern, with sharp headlights and a bold, grille-less face that subtly announces its electric identity. Along the sides, its muscular yet aerodynamic profile adds a sense of motion and sophistication. In the rear, a sleek light bar stretches across the tailgate, giving it a high-end signature look that feels far beyond its price tag. Even the color options reinforce Toyota's approach. Rich, matte tones and metallic finishes add a layer of visual polish, while functional design choices like underbody cladding and integrated roof rails show this vehicle is ready for real life, not just showroom floors. For buyers who want to turn heads without draining their wallets, this SUV hits the mark. And for families used to the comfort and utility of mid-size SUVs, it offers an easy and familiar shift to electric, without the trade-offs Tesla has long asked drivers to make. Toyota's strategic brilliance lies in its ability to electrify one of the most in-demand vehicle segments on the planet, without inflating the cost or compromising on utility or style. It looks and feels like a $50,000 vehicle, but it delivers that experience at a fraction of the price. It costs less than a third of that, yet it was purpose-built to appeal to the widest range of buyers imaginable. While Tesla once owned the spotlight for electric innovation, Toyota is now redefining something even more powerful: electric accessibility. As Tesla continues to grapple with how to lower its price points, Toyota has already done it, delivering a full-sized, feature-rich, family-ready electric SUV at a price that forces every other automaker to rethink their strategy. What Tesla views as a competitive threat, everyday drivers see as new-found freedom. And in many ways, that might be Toyota's most disruptive design decision yet. But there's more to this than a great price and sleek design. Underneath this breakthrough vehicle lies a strategy that most of the world didn't see coming, one that could completely reshape the future of the EV industry. Toyota is selling this electric SUV at a loss, and they're doing it on purpose. On the surface, that sounds like a risky financial move, but this isn't a mistake. It's a calculated, long-term play. While Tesla, BYD, and Volkswagen charged full speed into EV production, Toyota appeared to lag behind, sticking with hybrids while critics accused them of falling behind. But that wasn't hesitation. It was preparation. And now, all that quiet. Preparation is unfolding in a way that could give Toyota a dominant edge. At the core of this strategy is a partnership most people overlooked. Toyota quietly teamed up with Guangzhou Automobile Group, one of China's most efficient and resource-rich automakers. This wasn't a flashy collaboration for headlines. It was a smart, behind-the-scenes move to access the world's most optimized EV production capabilities. Guangzhou Auto has perfected the art of building high-quality vehicles at ultra-low costs, and Toyota recognized that to break the EV price barrier, it needed more than its own expertise. It needed access to a hyper-efficient supply chain. But this goes deeper than just cheaper labor or outsourced parts. It's about tapping into a production process so refined it strips away waste at every stage. From raw materials to final assembly, Guangzhou's ecosystem operates with a level of speed and scalability that few companies can match. Combine that with Toyota's own legendary manufacturing prowess, decades of perfecting the just-in-time system, lean production methods, and logistics optimization, and you get something extraordinary. A production engine capable of cranking out advanced EVs at prices no one else can touch. And it doesn't stop there. Toyota isn't relying on the same expensive, high-density lithium-ion batteries that keep EV prices high. Instead, they went with lithium iron phosphate, a simpler, more stable and dramatically cheaper battery chemistry. These batteries don't require rare, costly materials like cobalt or nickel. They're safer, last longer, and are easier to produce in massive quantities. Toyota didn't adopt them to cut corners. They adopted them to cut costs and scale, quickly, without compromising on performance or safety. This changes the game. Toyota isn't playing for short-term profits. They're playing for market dominance. It's the same strategy Amazon used to take over retail. Offer a better deal, scale aggressively, and build an ecosystem that customers can't ignore. That $13,000 price tag isn't desperation. It's a warning shot. Toyota is not entering the EV market to participate. They're entering to win. So, how did they manage to slash prices this drastically without crumbling under production pressure? That's where Toyota's masterstroke truly comes into focus. They didn't build just a vehicle. They built a platform, a tool, a scalable foundation designed to produce entire families of electric vehicles quickly, efficiently, and affordably. While Tesla is still ramping up factory operations in Berlin and Texas, Toyota has sidestepped that bottleneck by plugging into an already functioning global machine. They avoided starting from scratch and instead focused on integrating into a proven system, streamlining development cycles, slashing tooling costs, and accelerating time to market. This isn't just an affordable SUV, it's the launchpad for an electric empire, and it's aimed squarely at Tesla's most vulnerable point, its ability to scale without bleeding money. And that, ironically, is the double-edged sword of Toyota's revolution. They cracked the code on affordability. They outmaneuvered Tesla on manufacturing. They even flipped the perception of what an entry-level EV can be. But in doing so, they've also shined a bright spotlight on the single factor that now defines the EV experience more than range or price: infrastructure. The reality is this. No matter how brilliant Toyota's platform, no matter how perfect the price point, the entire experience hinges on where and how easily you can charge. And right now, Tesla owns that advantage. Their supercharger network isn't just larger, it's smarter, faster, and more deeply integrated into the driving experience. It turns road trips from a hassle into a routine. It turns EV ownership from a novelty into a lifestyle. Toyota's new SUV might be ready for the mass market, but the market isn't quite ready for it. At least not everywhere. Outside major urban centers, charging stations are often unreliable, outdated, or simply too few and far between. And in a world where convenience is king, no one wants to sit in line at a level 2 charger hoping the software doesn't glitch. Toyota's reliance on third-party infrastructure means their users are stepping into a fragmented experience, one that could frustrate even the most budget-conscious driver. And here's the kicker. The more Toyota sells, the more this problem compounds. A $13,000 electric SUV sounds incredible, until you realize you might be stuck waiting an hour just to top off. Tesla, meanwhile, is beginning to open parts of its supercharger network to other automakers. But that's a long game, and full access is still gated, uncertain, and often more expensive for non-Tesla vehicles. So while Toyota has unquestionably changed the game on price and production, Tesla may have quietly strengthened its grip on loyalty and long-distance confidence. The supercharger network is no longer just a perk. It's a moat. Still, this doesn't diminish what Toyota has done. It just shows the next frontier in the EV war isn't under the hood. It's in the grid, the pavement, and the partnerships needed to support true, universal mobility. Toyota has thrown down the gauntlet and won round 1. But round 2, that's going to be fought charger by charger, city by city, mile by mile. So what's next? Can Toyota close the infrastructure gap? Will governments step in to accelerate public charging networks? And will Tesla cling to its final advantage or open the gates and become the EV world's tollkeeper? We'll break that down in the next chapter. But one thing's already clear. The electric vehicle battle is no longer about who can build the best car. It's about who can build the best ecosystem. Toyota may have shaken up the market and redefined how electric vehicles are priced, but the competition is far from settled. The real test won't be decided in showrooms. It will play out on highways, in parking lots, and at charging stations across the globe. The central issue is no longer about who can build the cheapest EV. It's about who can ensure it stays powered wherever the driver wants to go. And that's where things start to get even more interesting. While Tesla and Toyota often dominate the EV conversation, BYD is quietly emerging as a serious contender. Without making a lot of noise, BYD has steadily gained traction and is now posing a real challenge to both industry leaders. At the same time, Toyota, known for its strategic pricing and focus on accessibility, is gearing up to confront this rising powerhouse. The evolving dynamics between BYD's market approach, production scale, and pricing strategy, along with Toyota's renewed push into the EV space, are setting up a high-stakes competition. Originally a battery manufacturer in China, BYD has transformed into one of the world's largest EV producers. Its standout quality is not just its massive scale, but also how quickly it has adapted to the shifting demands of the electric vehicle market. While other manufacturers hesitated, BYD jumped in head first, rolling out a wide selection of electric vehicles to suit different customer needs and market segments. What truly gives BYD an edge is its level of vertical integration. Unlike many competitors, BYD not only produces vehicles, but also the key components, batteries and drivetrains that make them run. This control over its supply chain has enabled the company to manage costs more effectively and ramp up production swiftly. As a result, BYD offers a diverse lineup that includes everything from compact city cars to large SUVs and commercial vehicles. By manufacturing its own components, the company has managed to bring down production costs, making its vehicles more accessible to a broader range of consumers. But BYD's strategy isn't just about keeping prices low. It's about making electric vehicles accessible and adaptable to a wide range of consumers. The company has been deliberate in offering a strong balance between price and quality, aiming to deliver real value rather than just flashy features. This approach has helped BYD secure a strong foothold in the electric vehicle market, particularly in China, where its models have seen growing popularity among everyday drivers. A closer look at BYD's lineup reveals a clear focus on the mass market. While Tesla continues to emphasize high-end, premium vehicles, BYD has taken a different route, developing electric cars that meet the needs of typical consumers without the luxury price tag. Models like the BYD Tang and Yuan Pro demonstrate this philosophy. They offer competitive range, reliable performance, and modern tech at a significantly lower cost than Tesla's offerings. Still, BYD's growing success hasn't gone unnoticed. Toyota, known worldwide for its dependability and manufacturing prowess, is stepping up to challenge BYD's momentum. Its latest release, an affordable electric SUV, is a direct response to BYD's dominance in the accessible EV space. This new model goes toe-to-toe with the BYD Tang and Song, signaling that Toyota is serious about becoming a major player in the electric vehicle race. What makes Toyota's approach especially compelling is how it blends affordability with strong performance, robust safety features, and the brand's trademark reliability. The result is an electric SUV that delivers excellent value, priced well below Tesla's models, and even more competitively than some of BYD's higher-tier vehicles. As Toyota expands its electric offerings, it's clearly positioning itself to match BYD's pricing strategy while maintaining its standards for quality and durability. With its massive production capabilities and a long-standing reputation for building reliable cars, Toyota could prove to be a formidable competitor as the EV market shifts toward broader adoption. However, the road ahead for Toyota won't be smooth. BYD's aggressive expansion, both in terms of market reach and the variety of its EV lineup, has positioned it as a formidable force in the global electric vehicle space. Toyota's recent push into the market is an important step, but BYD's early advantage means Toyota will need to stay agile and continuously evolve to remain competitive. At the same time, there's one automaker that seems to be struggling to find its footing in this rapidly changing landscape: Volkswagen. Once seen as a serious contender in the electric vehicle race, Volkswagen has hit several roadblocks. Despite its ambitious efforts, the German automaker made a splash with its ID series, aiming to offer a more sustainable, widely accessible alternative to traditional vehicles. Early models like the ID.3 and ID.4 were hailed as the future of the brand, and were expected to challenge leaders like Tesla. But that initial momentum has slowed significantly. The ID.3, Volkswagen's first mass-market electric car, failed to meet sales expectations, and while the ID.4 has seen some traction, it hasn't made a major dent in Tesla's dominance, or Toyota's growing presence. A key challenge for Volkswagen lies in its pricing. While the company intended to position its EVs as affordable, the reality is that their cost still places them in a mid-range bracket, too expensive for many mass-market consumers. For example, the ID.4 starts at around $40,000, a figure that significantly overshoots Toyota's new electric SUV, which offers a similar feature set at a much more competitive price point. This pricing mismatch has made it tough for Volkswagen to appeal to a broader audience, especially now that Toyota is emerging as a leader in affordable electric vehicles. The European market also adds another layer of complexity. Although Volkswagen has traditionally been strong in Europe, the rapid transition to electric mobility is reshaping consumer expectations. Middle-class buyers are prioritizing not just eco-friendliness, but value, practicality, and quality. And that's where Volkswagen's current offerings fall short. They're not quite affordable enough to win over budget-conscious buyers, yet not premium enough to stand out in the higher-end segment. As the EV market matures, it's becoming clear that to compete effectively, automakers need to find the sweet spot between innovation, cost, and everyday usability, something Toyota is beginning to master, while Volkswagen is still trying to figure it out. Toyota's latest electric vehicle offering directly challenges the status quo, signaling that Volkswagen's mid-range pricing strategy may no longer cut it in a market that's evolving rapidly. With a significantly lower price tag and a stronger value proposition, Toyota's new electric SUV disrupts Volkswagen's approach and forces the German automaker to re-evaluate its EV lineup. What once seemed like a competitive edge with the ID series now appears outdated when compared to Toyota's aggressive push toward affordability and feature-rich accessibility for the mass market. By targeting a broader range of consumers, Toyota has carved out a space where practicality, quality, and cost-effectiveness intersect, something Volkswagen's current pricing model struggles to match. While the ID series was positioned as a middle ground between affordability and premium quality, the gap between its pricing and consumer expectations has grown too wide. As electric vehicle buyers increasingly seek options that deliver on both value and performance without breaking the bank, Volkswagen's strategy feels misaligned with the shifting demands of the market. If Volkswagen doesn't pivot quickly, it risks falling behind. Toyota's move has not only given it a significant lead in the affordable EV space, but has also set a new benchmark that others will be expected to meet. The pressure is now on Volkswagen to adapt or risk losing relevance as Toyota captures more of the market with its accessible, reliable, and well-equipped electric vehicles. The competition is still ongoing, but at this moment, Toyota clearly has the upper hand. Whether Volkswagen can respond effectively or will end up playing catch-up remains to be seen. The next few years could very well determine its future in the EV space. Meanwhile, another major player is facing a very different kind of reckoning. For Tesla, the problem isn't just external competition, it's a crumbling foundation. Elon Musk's company, once seen as the gold standard for electric innovation, is now dealing with a market that's no longer in sync with its high-end, premium-focused model. Tesla thrived for years by positioning itself as a luxury brand, but the market has shifted beneath its feet, and the strategies that once made it a leader are beginning to show cracks. One of Tesla's most pressing challenges right now is its dependence on premium pricing. While companies like Toyota and BYD are flooding the market with electric vehicles that cost significantly less, Tesla finds itself caught in a no-win situation. Hold on to its high-margin, luxury positioning and risk losing market share, or cut prices and sacrifice profitability. Neither path offers a sustainable future. What used to be seen as aspirational price tags now come across as out of touch. Tesla once thrived on the loyalty of early adopters, people who were happy to pay more for cutting-edge tech, a sleek brand image, and the Elon Musk mystique. But that chapter is closing. The EV market has matured, and today's consumers are looking for electric vehicles that are affordable, reliable, and well-equipped. In that context, Tesla's luxury-first image is becoming more of a burden than a strength. In response, Musk has leaned heavily on price cuts. While these have helped stimulate demand in the short term, they're eroding Tesla's margins with every quarter. And the bigger issue is that Tesla's cost structure hasn't caught up to support these price drops. Unlike Toyota, which has mastered lean, high-efficiency manufacturing, producing a capable electric SUV for under $15,000, Tesla still operates with high internal costs. Its vertical integration, reliance on more expensive battery materials, and less cost-optimized production methods all keep expenses elevated. Now Tesla is facing an identity crisis. If it pivots toward the mass market, it risks losing the exclusivity and appeal that made the brand stand out. But if it stays in the premium lane, it may continue bleeding market share to more agile, cost-conscious competitors. Either direction comes with major risks, and the longer Tesla waits to define its path forward, the more space it gives rivals to close the gap, or surpass it entirely. As the industry watches and waits, one thing is clear. The EV game is changing, fast. Tesla revolutionized it once. The question now is whether it can evolve again, or if it will be overtaken by companies that can do what Tesla can't anymore: build electric vehicles for the real-world consumer.